Howdy folks, welcome back to Hubble's Sewing Lounge. Just wanted to do a quick number off my new album, Sewing in the Key of Life. We've got to wind our bobbins right, we've got to thread the needle tight. We're gonna learn how to sew, we're gonna let it flow, yes, our stitches will be out of sight. I said our stitches will be out of sight. Now today, we're going to actually be turning on the machine for the first time. What machine? Well, that one, obviously. But we're also going to be turning on another machine. The one inside all of us. That's right, your heart and mine. I'll see you in there. Folks, just wanted to reiterate at the beginning of this video that I'm not an expert in sewing. I'm not an expert in social media. I'm not here to teach you how to do anything. I'm here to let you learn with me if you want to. With that said, we're going to turn the machine on for the first time today. We're going to wind a bobbin, and pretty excited. I've been reading the instruction manual all morning, trying to get a feel for how things work. And I've also got this quick reference guide that it comes with. It looks pretty handy. So without further ado, let's turn the machine on and get to it. All right, folks, here's our view from the top of the machine. Now I've got the machine plugged in and the foot pedal jack plugged in. There's the foot pedal right there. But the machine is not on, and so we've got the bobbin that the machine came with right here. The other day I just thrifted some thread, so this is how we're gonna wind the bobbin according to the directions. I'm gonna pull up this thread holder right here, and apparently you want the thread to be coming off this way, at least for this machine, as opposed to the other way around. So pull this through. We've got this little schematic right here for the bobbin winding. It's the dotted lines, and then it continues over here. So right here at the beginning, pull a little bit of thread. Looks like it goes under here and then around this thing that way and over the top. Okay, that looks good. It looks like the diagram there. Then you take your bobbin, and this bobbin has a little bee on there right at the top, if you can see that. So apparently you want to keep the bee up, and this one has a cutter on the bobbin winder. So the bobbin goes on first, and then we slide this to the right, and then we're going to wind some thread. It says 5 or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be good. And then we use this thing to cut it. So I'm putting it in this little notch right here. And then I'm going to hopefully be able to cut it. Well, it just stripped off. Well, didn't actually cut it like it says, but we'll see if that'll work. So now we're going to have to actually turn the machine on first time. There it is. Oh, cool. Makes a little noise. The light comes on. Great. And we're going to start the machine pressing on the foot pedal here. And let's see if the bobbin winds. Fingers crossed. There it goes. Wow. Okay, I'm going to stop right there just because this is our first time. And I'm going to pop this back this way, pull off the bobbin, cut the thread, just like that. So here's our bobbin with our thread. And now we're going to place the bobbin in the machine. Let's get you down a little closer here. Man, this tripod makes things pretty simple. So here's the bobbin holder, top loading. I'm going to pull this off. Just comes off like that. And then we're going to make sure that the B from earlier is still on top. Put the bobbin in. And it's got these little guide markings. And make sure I'm doing this right. Got to bring it, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little metal piece. It looks like it needs to go around there. So we have it around, and then I'm going to pull it through this little channel right here. And then it cuts off just like that. And then the bobbin cover goes back on. And hopefully, we just did it right. Because we're going to find out whenever we start trying to actually stitch something. Now, we're going to move to threading the machine. Bring you back up. So, you gotta make sure that this is up. Okay, it's already up, so that's good. And we're gonna turn the machine back off. And then there's the second set of schematics here for threading. So let's take our thread back out. That was for the bobbin. Now this solid line is where what we're trying to do to get the machine actually threaded. So looks like it just comes just like that, pretty simply, I guess. And then passes down through here. Then I'm going to come around down here. And then it looks like up and around through here. And there's a little metal piece in there that you need to get around. So it comes up through, and it's going to go around this little metal piece, and then all the way down. Here. Right. Now, this is a thread coming from the top. Now we've got to actually thread the needle. Now this machine has an automatic needle threader, which I'm going to attempt to use here for the first time. Alright, so just had to read the instructions a few times, but I think we're good now. We've got the thread passed through here. We're going to bring this down and then put it in between this little guide here. I hope you can see that all right. Get you a little closer. This guide right there. And once that's through, we're going to pull down, this is the needle threader. We're going to pull this down past the front of the thread over this little hook here. It is a bit difficult. Oh wait, I think I need the foot to be down. Yeah, so this little level right here brings your presser foot up or down. So while you're threading it, it needs to be down like that. I'm going to bring this around the hook and then pull it back out this way. Now this arm swings in toward the needle, just like that. And then you pass it into this little notch here. Now that notch has a hook in it. So whenever I pull this back, that hook has caught the thread and has pulled it through the eye of the needle. Really nifty. So I'm going to lift that up. It detaches. And then I'm going to pull the loop end of the thread through here. And voila, our needle is threaded. There we are. Then we can just let that go. We'll make sure our foot's down, which it is. And then, in theory, we should be ready to go. So I'll show you that one more time. Pull the thread back out here. Pull it out of the guide. Once you've got it threaded through the top of the machine per the schematics, you'll pull this down through the thread guide. Right. Make sure the foot's down. Pull down the threading guide. We're going to wrap it around the back of that hook. Pull or let the needle threader come forward. Put it between that little notch so the hook can get it. Release it back. The hook pulls the thread through the needle eye. And then we can pull the loop end all the way through. And we're ready to sew. We've got our bobbin in and our thread in our main needle. Alright, now that we have our bobbin wound and put into the machine, and we have the needle threaded, it's time for a moment of truth, trying to sew something for the first time. So, let's see if we did everything right. I'm going to turn the machine on. I like that noise it makes. I've just got some cloth or something. I don't even know what kind of material this is. Something I just found at the thrift store the other day while I was getting the thread. So I'm just going to put it in here. That looks good. And use this little lever to drop the foot. And we'll see what happens when I press the pedal. Okay. It looks like we're sewing. Wow. Very smooth. Okay, so when you put your foot off the pedal, the needle stops in the fabric, and I believe there's a hand crank. Show you right over here, and apparently we can pull this towards us, and it will change the needle position. Yeah, it did. So I'll show you what happened when we did that. We pulled it towards us. We rolled the wheel towards us, and the needle came up. So now we can see what our. Okay, looks like I'm gonna pop the foot up again, pull it out, and then there's a thread cutter right over here. So that cuts the bottom or the bobbin thread and the top thread simultaneously. So there it is. We got a little buildup right there somehow. Not really sure what that's from, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, there it is. Hey, that's our very first thread. So our very first stitch, I mean. Very exciting. Folks, I gotta say, I'm pretty excited to have stitched our first stitch together. Very, very cool. This is a great day, I think, and the machine sounded beautiful, looks beautiful. Can't wait to see how our first project starts. I've actually selected a pattern that I want to try. I don't know how ambitious it is or not. It said it was for beginners, but that's forthcoming, and hopefully we'll be doing that soon. But just got some accessories to go along with all the equipment that came with the machine. So probably be checking those out next. So anyway, thanks for being on this journey with me. Very excited to get going, and I hope you're learning something with me. See you soon.